RLCS overtime. Just got done talking to Matt. How'd that go? How'd that go, Carpet?
It went well.
Yeah.
Did you not watch?
I mean, I was getting some food.
Yeah. Got to get some snacks. Got to
yeah.
re-energize. No, it went really well. He's a great player. I'm sure you've chatted with him a few times.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay, so we talked about one player there. Now we've had these guys put together their dream teams, top 3 players, whole world. Had to put together a team. You're the coach. Who are you gonna have? I think we're starting with you, Carpet.
Yeah. All right. I'll get started. So I gave myself a challenge. Right. It's really easy to just look at your top stats and just pick. Oh, these are clearly the best 3 in the world.
Sounds like an excuse.
No.
Are you coming
no.
with an excuse?
So I went with
He's
a
already
challenge.
defending
I
himself.
tried to go with more play styles and also people that like maybe are more low key. I had to have at least one dark horse on the team. So I'm starting off with Jacob. Okay.
That's your dark horse.
That's my dark horse. I'm going to start off with Jacob. He's the #1 pull for my team.
Dark horse sounds like a flamethrower.
Will you stop it? I'm trying to talk. I think just his ability to look for his teammates all the time and passing, it's too hard to not have on a roster. He never really wants to shine to be the star, yet somehow he still always shines and does something weird and silly and stupid.
He's always trying to shine.
I mean, look at these passes. He just doesn't stop. He just gave that to Fireburner. Fireburner just kept watching and watching and watching, and then it dropped right in front of him. Eventually, it's going to show up because Jacob's in. Look at him. Like, you can't stop it. I think it's too hard to not put on a roster. I love people that go for passing plays, and I think that, especially with the meta that Rocket League is slowly going towards, I think Jacob is a pretty fair bet for that. All right?
I think I'd put him on my roster, too.
I think he's good. And then I figured, okay, I wanted to take one from at least Europe and North America. So my European pick is going to be...
Spreading all the love.
You got to spread the love. You got to spread the love. I chose Sicky. Now, I've talked to a lot of players, and I had a lot of good conversation with Gregan, especially, because I saw him at LAN when he was back here. And he kind of opened my eyes a bit. We've always known Sicky's great, but when you watch his positioning, even in this little package, when you're going to see all of his shots, none of them are crazy. He just finds himself in the perfect spot all the time because it doesn't matter. He always knows where to be. He always knows how to get through whenever he has to. He knows exactly when to turn around to go for shots, and I think that paired up with Jacob would be really strong. Jacob just passes it. Sicky always knows where and when to be there. You don't want to overcommit, which is a big fear when you have someone like Jacob, which is why I think him and Fireburner work really well. You don't want to overcommit, but you also don't want to let all these beautiful passes just fall in front of the net and not get contested.
I mean, Sicky's got some pretty dope shots.
Yeah.
I remember playing against him in Season 1, right? We played against Genesis versus Monkey U. I remember thinking, okay, Pashy scored some sick goals, but it's Sicky who every time he clears the ball, every time he shoots, it is like just the scariest thing.
Yeah.
I was like, my heart dropped every time I saw him about to touch the ball.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is where he is. He always makes sure that he's in a place to put a threatening shot on goal, and I think him paired up with Jacob would be really good. And my third is a dark horse. Now, everyone's probably going to go, why would you pick him? I'm picking Timmy, all right? Now, I'm picking Timmy for a lot of reasons. One, the dude played only weekends, and he still made it to LAN. Let's talk about that. The dude could only play 2 days a week, and he still made it to LAN. And I think usually he's a little bit shy, but he can do stuff like this whenever he needs it. He can get the double touches off the backboard. He can follow through every time he needs it. And I think paired up with someone like Jacob and Sicky, who are very confident and position themselves well, since Timmy's more of that filler kind of position where he finds where he needs to be by watching his teammates, Jacob does what he wants. I think we can agree.
Yes.
He just does what he wants.
Hashtag Jacob things.
Hashtag Jacob things. And I think since Sicky is so good at being where he needs to be, Timmy would fill that role so well. And I think with a player that could only play 2 days a week and is still this good, give him a roster that he can shine with, give him 7 days a week to play. I don't know if that's changed since he was at LAN. I don't know.
I don't know if like he's like lying to his mom and like sneaking in some hours or something, but I definitely see him in ranked more than twice a week.
Nope.
No?
Nope, you're
Really?
lying. I don't know.
Here's my question. Why when you're told create a dream team, are you like, let's put a dark horse on there?
Because that was my challenge because whenever you watch any
That
team,
wasn't your
I
challenge.
gave you a challenge.
I give myself a challenge.
That wasn't.
The challenge was like a dream team.
Making a dream team's not a challenge. You could easily just pick top 3 across the board.
Okay,
And be
top
like,
3.
There's my dream team. I'm
Top
not going to
3.
do it. No, I already picked mine. Now you go.
Well, you picked mine first of all. At least one of them. I had Jacob up in there.
All
okay,
right.
So I got respect. Jacob was a good pick. Who else did I have in there? I can't remember.
You don't even remember?
It was like your own dream team.
No, I had Jacob, and then I had your boy, Cuxer97. Everyone knows I'm a huge Cux fanboy. I love you, Cux.
I think you're his biggest fan.
No, that's Jazer. That's actually
that's true.
Jazer.
All right,
Jazer,
fair.
I'm his #2 fan. Jazer's his #1 fan. But for real, Cuxer is insane. The #1 thing I think that impresses me most about Cux is that this guy never stops thinking. His focus is always there. And we always kind of talk about how Flipside needs to be like backs up against the wall before they start thinking. And that might be a little bit true, but Cugs is paying attention all game long, picking up on habits on the other team, picking up on, you know, the opportunities that he's given, and he pays attention. And when opponents aren't paying attention or they let their guard down, that's when he chooses to take advantage of the mind games. It's just something really impressive. He doesn't just try and always go for fakes, this, that. He really picks and chooses his moments, and his mechanics are incredible, right? Like, everybody loves seeing those insane double touches that he became so famous for, right? After that, after Cugs, sorry.
Keep going.
Cugs, okay?
Yeah,
Yo, we're going to get to your
like,
dream team.
I'm surprised you both
time.
didn't have Cugs. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. He wants a dark horse.
Yeah,
I don't know what's up with that.
Bro, how many times you put 3 stars together and they fall apart? Almost every time.
Gale Force eSports.
Who says they're all stars?
We don't know yet.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. They came in second. They're like a favorite to win Brisk. Continue.
Okay.
We don't know yet. They've only tried once.
I thought it was great.
Right.
I wanted to say.
I had Cugs. Next, JNaps.
JNaps, okay.
So G2, right? JNaps, in my opinion, he kind of takes on this role on G2 where he's just always the player that Kronovi and Rizzo can depend on, in the sense that when he clears the ball, you can guarantee this guy's getting an incredible clear. He pulls out beautiful shots out of nowhere. And honestly, he's probably one of the most well-rounded players in NA. We just see him with a great pass there to Kronovi. He can do just about everything. Look at this. He spots both players facing the right side of the goal. He hits it with the left side of the backboard that opens up a huge area of the goal and puts the defenders out of position. Something that's very small, but it goes unnoticed. And these are the things that I think make him like such a great player. Really, JNaps just can do absolutely everything. There's no part of the team that Cugs and JNaps and Jacob can't all do collectively.
Yeah.
Really.
Your
One of the most well-rounded.
Your third is Jacob.
Your third is Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob's my third. I told you, you stole Jacob from my team.
Yeah, well, we got to go in order, man. All right, we have a series
there's
of events.
coaching rules about stealing players from teams.
So Jacob was my first pick, and I went first. So you poached him, buddy.
Can we just talk about the fact that none of you picked any current reigning world champions?
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
hold
on. I'm looking at Jacob here. Look at this shot here from Jacob, okay? We watched Jacob with some sick passes. That's what Carpet thinks Jacob is only good at. But look at this dunk. He positions himself. He reads it so well so that the top of his corner is just going to catch the edge of it. And he pays attention to these things. Look at this. What?
That's actually the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
What a read off the trajectory.
I forget how stupid it was.
People really think that Jacob is all about passing and going for these weird plays. But really, he's a jack of all trades just like the rest, but he's a lot flashier.
I didn't pick a reigning world champion for the same reason I wanted to pick at least one dark horse on my team. It's too easy.
Because you wanted to lose? Like,
what's with this dark horse? What's with this dark horse? Can't they just be like, I don't know, underdogs are just not the
It's a
most
cool
popular?
name. Would you rather be underdog or a dark horse?
Why do you have to be a horse?
Why's it got to be a dog?
Okay, look. I think you can make an argument right now that Jacob is the #1 player in the world. I think that's an easy one. So I think I'd definitely give it to you. Both putting Jacob. Then we got.
Well, I don't know about #1 in the world.
Cookster was like widely regarded as the #1 player of the year last year. Considerably good player. But you're telling me you're picking Timmy Selfless that didn't win anything at LAN to be in your
They
numbers.
were top 4 in North America. Are we gonna brush past that? They made it to LAN.
They
and
made
only
LAN,
played
they
weekends.
lose twice.
Okay.
Who cares?
Definitely should have been.
They didn't
Cugs.
have Dapper for half the
Yo,
time.
there's respect for Timmy. But Cugs definitely should have been in your list. The guy went up against Hungry Box in that little Twitter vote.
That's true.
And he almost won. It was like 48%.
Hold on,
Hungry Box
did you
has
say
like
he almost won?
100,000
Are you
viewers.
telling me you picked Cookster because of a
100,000 followers.
popularity contest on Twitter?
I don't know, man. And he lost it on top of that?
Yeah, that he didn't win?
Well, it's like 14K versus 100,000 followers. And it was like almost.
It was the entire Rocket League community versus just Hungry Box's followers. Let's be real here.
Well, there's a lot of Hungry Box followers.
Yes, there are. It's been around considerably longer. I still can't believe you guys didn't have Devo.
Yo,
either
Devo
of
is
your
good, but
You're not
I
wrong.
just didn't think he would fit my roster.
Because when I was looking for more play styles, I had to find in my head the drastic one. Who do I think is the best at passing?
Who
do
is
I
the
think
darkest,
is the best positioner?
horsiest
Who is the
player?
darkest, horsiest player? All right,
You were
so
the
I
best
think
at passing. You didn't go with JNaps?
no, I went with Jacob. I think Jacob's unorthodox. I like his
Did you
unorthodox
see the
play a
way
little more.
dash pass?
Did you see everything Jacob's done for 3 seasons?
The way dash pass.
You're not wrong, but Jacob's been here for
That's
a
why I
little
have
longer.
both.
Oh, exactly. That's why I don't. I can't have 2 passers. You can only have one.
Okay. You're just gonna pass to yourself? The one passer is just gonna
Jacob.
pass to himself?
Jacob,
Can't pass the rest of the team?
I had to go with the extremes. Jacob, I think, is one of the best passers. Siki, I think, one of the best positioners. And then somebody I think would fit, has a lot of room to grow, and would still perform really well. I had Timmy.
I do like that Timmy. He's easily fits into the back role of any. Like we saw that when Selfless was playing the best, when Timmy was the sweeper.
Huh?
Well, Turbo just fits in because he's the sub.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, Timmy wasn't a sub this year. Pluto was the sub.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Well, Timmy started off as a sub.
He did.
He did. And then Pluto took a step down. Didn't feel like he was performing too well.
Did he take a step down, or did Timmy take a step up?
I think that was actually.
I do remember it being Pluto's decision.
I think Pluto didn't feel like he was performing well, which I thought was really respectful, to be honest. To be like, you know what, you do it. We saw that I think on another roster in North America as well.
That was Low5 stepped down off of.
Low5 stepped down for who was it?
Was it Mocket? It was Mocket. Yeah, Mocket and Ape.
But who did he have to take his place? It was Zane Jackie. He had Zane Jackie take his place. That was in season 1, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you guys kind of just missed my whole Pluto's so selfless.
Pluto's so.
Selfless jokes are bad on a team called
puns
Selfless.
are my thing, okay?
Yeah. Bad puns are his thing.
Back off. It's in the name. Wave pun.
Oh, okay.
You've done that before, too. It's not even the first time.
We're moving on.
Favorite one.
We're moving on.
Moving on. Well, okay, we can sit here and argue about top 3 players in the world all day long, but we're going to stop it here. When we come back, we've got some updates to give you on some community tournaments that happened, and then also there is a huge patch for Rocket League coming out. We are all so pumped for it. I cannot wait to talk about my favorite things that are coming to Rocket League very, very soon. Today, it's going to be fun. See you guys after the break.